Can you do the intro again?
What?
I need to say Jason Titus, aka Big J. So we need to do the intro again.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You ready?
He's getting in character. Okay.
You know what? No, fuck this. We're keeping this one, and I want all the fuck ups in it. Let's just use this one. Here we are, Mr. Jon Robert Quinn, hanging out with
Matt Litteral.
and
Jason Titus, aka Big J.
boom boom. And this is the High Rise Saga behind the scenes podcast. And we're really all we're doing is talking about our movies that we make.
Yeah, we're on number 4. There we go.
Cool.
You know what's funny though? Here's what's funny about the Talking Shit podcast as an example. If you guys don't know, we have another podcast called Talking Shit, and we get like tons of traffic on there. What's funny about it is there's no takes. It's just all garbage, like all the time. And I like that. I think it's fun.
It
I
turns
like
out
that.
better.
Yeah.
Those scenes spike.
Yeah.
It's
What
interesting.
when you're just talking whatever?
When you're just
When we were
yourself.
on the radio, no, seriously, when we were on the radio, and we would make a mistake, we would just leave it because it gets people laughing. It gets people talking.
Was your radio not live?
No. We would record on
you
Tuesdays and it would air Friday nights.
Okay.
Yeah. We did 187 episodes or something.
Yeah. So that's the radio station you were in.
105.5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then we were 1380 somewhere, 1120 somewhere else.
I just assumed most of the radio stations played live.
No, you gotta do that for safety and stuff because you'd have somebody come
Well,
in
right,
and
but I
they'd
thought
be
they'd have like a
cussing
delay
you.
timer and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, and we had a producer and everything.
Yeah.
yes.
But you just filmed yours like 3 days ahead of time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there was editing. We wanted to put it out, you know. Of
course.
You know, it was all production. So all right, so we're talking about Jason Titus's Big J's role in the High Rise Saga, and you know, there's a lot of things that I really want to touch on today is where the saga is going, where the series is going, but also I want to talk about where everything is starting. But before I do that, what are your thoughts on everything that we're creating so far? Like you're seeing, you know, you came in kind of late in the first one, in a reshoot, and we'll get into that in just a little bit. But like, what are your thoughts on everything that we're doing and you're seeing, and like the first time in the studio and all that stuff?
Well, the first time in the studio, I gotta say it's pretty dope. Everything you're doing I think it's cool. I think it's cool that you guys are just like, you guys had an idea one day. You're like, let's make some films, and you did it.
Yeah.
And you're at, well, this is number 6.
4.
This is 4 in this though.
4.
But you have other ones, right?
We have the Kings of Doom.
Okay, so
Yeah.
well, you know, so more than so.
Yeah.
You got 4 movies.
Almost have 5.
Right, okay.
Technically. in a
Technically,
sense,
yeah.
in a way.
So
Yeah.
you've
We're
got
working
5
on
movies. You've got 5 movies, and like, I mean, how long has it been? 2 years?
5 years, 4 years.
Oh, you've been doing this for 4 years.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It went quick, didn't it?
Damn. Well, like I knew you did the movies. I didn't know it's been 4 years though.
Yeah. We started during COVID.
Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like the first year. After
Yeah.
Okay, that's funny because I knew. I mean, that's
So-
it's crazy that it's been 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I didn't-
first
I didn't
movie was
know.
like 47 minutes originally.
Originally, yeah. And it was in color. That was the other thing. It's the first
And we
movie.
revamped it.
And it was actually, it was
4
called,
times.
it was called High Rise. It wasn't even called High Rise Path to Nowhere. It was called High Rise. And the reason why we called it Path to Nowhere is because we cut so much out of it. The story went nowhere.
Went nowhere. You just cut all the shit.
Well,
That's funny.
so what was really interesting is so we filmed the movie that was mostly filmed on the East Coast. And then the rest of the movie was filmed in LA. I mean, we only shot a few scenes in Sacramento in the region here. But we had Troy Froman from Saved by the Bell. He's in the new Joker movie. And then we had Charles Clark from Empire in it. Charles Clark's scenes remain, but we cut all of Troy Froman's scenes out, which you don't think for a star, like somebody who's been in the entertainment business. And I mean, he was in The Wonder Years, he was in Married with Children, he was in Grey's Anatomy, he did music videos with Iggy Azalea, he's in the Amityville horror films, like he's in tons of stuff, right? And then we cut everything of his out of the film. We just felt it didn't fit. And I think that's really important that we were mature enough to say, yeah, we hired a big star, we paid him, and then we went, okay, we're gonna throw all of those scenes away. I think that's a maturity thing.
He probably doesn't care. He got paid, right? So.
He's pretty butthurt.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's pretty
butthurt.
butthurt.
Shit, you guys talked to him about it?
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, he's like,
crazy.
what the fuck happened to all my scenes? We're like, yeah, it didn't fit. Yeah. And the thing that was
a bummer.
The other thing that was really sad is our original Decker. You wanted to say something.
I was gonna just mention that we ate at his shop.
We has a restaurant in Santa Monica called Froman's. Okay. And you can actually, if you guys want to go, like listeners, Froman's in Santa Monica, Troy Froman's behind the counter every day. His family owns it. It's kind of like Matt, actually. His family owns it. He's there every day. And you can go and hang out and chit-chat with him and everything. Yeah,
cool. He's a pretty funny guy.
No, but our... And we're on good terms. He's just butthurt.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I would assume any actor would be.
Yeah, we just cut everything out. It just didn't fit the storyline.
It didn't flow anymore.
Yeah, it didn't flow.
Once we cut one scene, we're like, that doesn't make sense anymore.
Yeah. And then what we have now. When you watch High Rise now, it's so smooth. And it's in black and white and all that. Anyway, so we also had an original Adam Decker, and I don't want to get too into depth with that, but he got in some legal trouble, and we just wanted to separate ourselves from it. And I think that's the most.
So Kevin Spacey did.
Yeah. So exactly, we
shot it.
We just we hired a new actor, yourself, Big J, and you came in and we reshot those scenes. And the funny thing is your character is carried on. In the first film, you're this detective, right? The second film, now you're unemployed, right? You're unemployed. You're living in your car. That's the third film. And then in the fourth film, you're now an FBI agent.
Yeah, crazy fucking promotions.
Man, right?
And downgrades.
Jesus Christ.
Demotions and promotions, all the fuck over the place.
So kind of what I'm thinking, actually, in terms of writing for maybe the next movie or something, because you're going to play a very, very important part in the next movie, in part 5, is how you got that promotion. And I think that promotion really stems from you taking down Fear from Kings of Doom and putting him in prison. And that was like the big thing. Like, you took him down and made this happen. And, the FBI is like, well, shit, we need somebody like you. And I think that's where the writing is going to end up going in the future, as to how you ended up in your position. So the audience doesn't look at it and go, well, how the fuck did he get from there to there, right? It doesn't even make sense.
This dude was just drinking orange juice in his fucking car.
Pissing on a tree.
Drunk in his car, pissing on a tree.
Yelling at a restaurant owner that never breaks the law.
I know, right?
Mateo.
Sit wherever you like.
Sit wherever you want. I'll be right there.
So, no, that's I think where it's going. And then, I want to get into your scene in the fourth film. You still have more stuff to shoot. You've got some corkboard stuff. Yeah. So we're going to do those scenes. But you get into this FBI role, and all of a sudden you become a different person. Like, what was that?
I mean, you just put on that fucking outfit and you're like, this is dope. I don't know. You put on the glasses, the hat, the jacket. I was like,
you're like, fuck yeah.
This is legit, dude. I was like, first off, I couldn't believe you.
Like a persona from that.
Right? Well, I mean, all of a sudden you had an accent. Like, where are you from?
I had an accent.
Oh my God, yeah,
you did.
Really? That wasn't intentional. If I had an accent, that wasn't intentional.
Well, no. When you watch the first movie, you're like, hello, this is Decker. And then in this movie,
but
in this movie, you're like, damn, motherfucker, I'm coming after you.
Hey, I'm getting a drink. Do you need anything?
Nah, I just need to take a leak.
All right, I'll meet you back here.
This is Decker to HQ. I'm in hot pursuit of a couple of dumb motherfuckers.
What the fuck's going on, dude? Fucking Decker's after us, dude. What the fuck? Did you piss yourself? Shut the fuck up. Fuck, dude, you pissed yourself. So?
Oh, Mateo's been eluding me for a motherfucking long-ass time. Let me catch you, motherfucker. Let me catch you. I cannot wait to get my hands on you. Come on now. Where you going? Where you going? Boss, you ain't never gonna believe who I'm following right now. I'm behind Mateo and Fear, that motherfucker that just broke out of jail. Believe that shit? Who the fuck knew they were working together? Fucking A. Oh, I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna catch you red motherfucking handed. Cause I know you're dirty. I know you're fucking dirty. I'm gonna get you. Oh, I cannot wait. Fuck Fear, I'm gonna just take his ass in anyway. Fuck you. I don't even care. I don't really give a fuck about you. I want Mateo. Where you going? Where you think you're going up in here? Where you think you're going? Think you're gonna get lost in the woods or some shit? Yeah, right, motherfucker. You gotta watch out for Fear, though. That motherfucker sneak up on my shit. I'm gonna have to kick him in the nuts if he comes at me, though. It's a big motherfucker. Can't have that shit. It's the only way you take a motherfucker out that you can't handle. Kick him in the motherfucking balls. Hard as fuck, too, so he can't get up.
Because he hates me. And that's what I was thinking for the prequels. Like, we could tell the story of, like, back in the early days when we started hating each other.
Well, that's the other thing is, you know, it gives us so much room to write, even miniseries stuff. Like, we've talked about doing a series just on the whole FBI thing. So we could do little 3-minute episodes just like we're doing with Kings of Doom, but with FBI. We can totally do that. And, you know, we have all the props. We have a prop department. We've got the costume department. We can, you know, we could take your character and do exactly what we're doing with Kings of Doom. Take a scene and go, okay, what was happening before and after? How do we, you know, and then continue to tell that story. It's really cool, actually.
Yeah. And when I was watching The Beekeeper the other night.
Yeah.
And
That's a
they
great
have
movie,
FBI,
by the way.
Yeah, they have FBI jackets.
Yeah.
It's the same one that I got.
Oh, really?
Is it really?
Yeah. I was like,
So funny.
sweet.
Well, I got
know that jacket.
I got the idea for that from watching Sopranos when the FBI guy knocks on Tony's back door, and I was looking at it and I was like, oh, we need to do that. That looks cool.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, you put that shit on, and it's fucking a whole nother
People were even
a whole
looking at
nother
you
world,
different.
dude. Yeah, I was just like, I just put it on like, this is fucking sick. I was looking at myself in the
Yeah,
car
you're like,
in the fucking
badass.
car window. The
You look
reflection
like
of the
a
car
different
window.
person. This shit
I
was
like,
hella
I was
funny.
like,
Yeah.
damn. I was like, this is kind of tight. I've never had an FBI.
Yeah, I was like, I want to be
uniform
FBI.
before.
I was kind of jealous. I was like, I want to be FBI.
The guy in the fucking gas station is like, he's like, assuming you guys are shooting a movie.
Yeah,
Can't come in here.
Do I look like a real fucking FBI agent? No.
That shit was so fucking funny.
Yeah.
That was cool, and it was fun to film too.
All right, so we start filming this scene. You know, we're putting all the pieces together, and then we set the GoPro up in the BMW, and you're alone for 20 minutes, and all of a sudden, you
Sprang out
morph
of
into
nowhere.
this fucking
Hey,
character. You are spitting shit, bro.
You gotta just say whatever. I was just saying whatever was on my mind. I don't know. You're like you gave me the gist of what was needed,
Right.
And I was like, all right, let's fucking do it. I had 20 minutes to just spit a bunch of shit.
Yep.
And
It worked out.
it worked out because
So
you guys
was
found
really good.
found enough to use. So
Well, the funny thing is I
There's
went
so
through.
much. We're like, what
Oh,
should we
dude,
use?
there's 10 minutes worth that I haven't even heard yet.
oh shit.
Like,
To
there's
be honest, I forgot all the shit that I said. Honestly.
I'm going to go through it, and I think at the end of the movie, when everything is done, after we roll credits and everything, I'm probably going to take that 10 minutes that's left over and see what else you said in there that's fucking hilarious, and we'll just throw that in at the close.
Yeah.
It's so
Like-
fucking funny, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
Post credits.
I'm sure there's.
Well, it added such a great dimension to the film. So in the movie, in the third movie, Matt was brilliant in doing the golf in the bowling scene.
Yeah.
You know, you said, you know, we need to lighten it a little bit. You know, you got all these serious moments. You got, you know, anguish, and you've got, you know, sadness, and you've got murders, and you've got disappointment, and you've got fear, and you got all these things. And then all of a sudden there's this comic relief. You get this horribly bad bowler that bowls a 66. I mean, just comical.
God damn.
It was
Right?
so fucking hilarious. You're
And
a
he's
pro bowler, right? You're a pro bowler.
I'm not a pro bowler. I'm
A league
I'm
bowler.
a pretty good bowler though.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he bowls a 66 in the movie.
We used to play when we were 12. We were on junior league together.
No shit.
Yeah, I've been bowling since I was.
I was pretty good back then. I was bowling like
Something like that.
132.
Well, you were
140.
also bowling terribly for the film, too.
I know.
I mean, we were in and out of the bowling alley in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he wasn't trying to bowl, but
Right.
he was.
You wanted it to look bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted it to look like
We started with
that
an
I
8-pound
have
ball.
this dream of doing good, but I suck.
and you failed
and
miserably?
That's why, and then I got this call, or my boss yelled at me, and then the other people, and then I got the wrong item, and I was just like pissed off, so I had to kill Domingo.
Right.
We're gonna kill Domingo again.
How the fuck are you killing him again?
I think we're going to
Different-
have him as a Mexican
up.
gardener. In the, in the
That's
next
not
one.
stereotypical.
And then, so we have him as a delivery man in one, and then we'll have him like a Mexican gardener in another one.
And then like a,
Right.
and then
Maybe
like
we'll
a
pick him
mail truck, or like
A mail truck?
no, like
A mail truck driver?
yeah, like someone delivering mail.
What if we?
Yeah,
what if
a
we
mail
had him-
carrier. A mail carrier.
Like
What if
we're
we
gonna
had
have,
him,
we're gonna kill him in like every movie.
Oh, so he's just gonna be all kinds of different shit.
Yeah.
And you're just gonna fucking murder him all the time.
What
And
if,
you're gonna fucking
what
make
if we
him.
picked him up at like Home Depot?
Like, are you
or
gonna
some
show-
shit?
Yeah, we could pick up.
Are you
he could
gonna-
be,
oh,
I
there
could
you
hire him
go.
to
That-
come back to my house to
Well, in this
work,
fucking
right?
fucking world today,
Yeah.
who the fuck
And then
knows
I'll
how
kill
that's
him
gonna
there.
go over? Wow.
Kill him in the hot tub or something.
Kill him in a hot tub.
No, like throw him in the hot tub.
Why,
Just roll his
why would
body
you be
into
in the hot tub with Domingo?
No. No, like stab him in the backyard, right? And then just push him and his body's like floating.
Well, you're gonna just push him in a hot tub? Where is he
Stab
gonna?
him,
Where
I'm
is
gonna
he gonna?
stab
Where
him.
is he gonna be so you can get him in the hot tub?
This is
You gotta
Matt,
take.
hold on,
You
hold on
gotta
a minute.
pick up a dead
No,
fucking body and put it in.
Hold on a
No,
minute.
no.
Hold on a minute. This is literally Matt logic. Okay, Matt does this shit to me all the time, but I sit down and I go,
And he's
"Where
like, "What the fuck are you talking
what
about?"
the
Then
fuck
when I
did
get
you
the whole scene out, he's like, "Okay, let's do it."
Okay, well, what's this?
No,
what's
so
this?
okay, we pick him
Yeah,
up at
I-
Home
I-
Depot.
okay.
And then he's in the car and he's like, "What do you need me to do, sir?" And I walk him through the back
Is
gate,
that, okay.
over past the trash cans, around the corner, and then he sees it. "Oh, you have such a beautiful pool, sir." Blah blah blah. Right?
Is
And then I'm like,
that the Mexican accent? Is that what that was?
No,
Is that
I'm
what
not,
that was?
I'm not gonna portray a Mexican
No,
accent.
I know.
Like,
I don't know, but that was.
No,
that was
he'd
kind
be
of
like-
that was kind of an interesting.
he'd be like,
Oh my god.
"No English, no English." Or, I don't know. Like,
Do you see why I do most of the writing and then I throw ideas
Goddamn
off
right.
of him?
Fucking A.
He handles the technicals.
This is gonna get fucking canceled.
it wouldn't, dude. And then he so I have him like moving shit in the backyard,
Right.
right, to go in the shed or something, and then
Right.
I just stab him again.
Okay, you stab him in the shed.
But this time he's wearing glasses, so you don't recognize that it's Domingo. And then when he falls to the ground, I kick him in the hot tub before he spills blood on the pavement.
Where's the hot tub? Next to the shed?
In the backyard next to the pool.
There's a hot. Okay, so the shed and the hot tub and the pool are all next to each other.
Yeah,
Where's the shed is next to the pool and the hot tub.
yeah. In every backyard, there's a shed with all the shit, the pool shit, and the yard shit.
Oh yeah, there's a. Okay, I see what you're saying. There's a
And
shed
then-
with the pool stuff.
so I'm
It's not
walking him through
necessarily
the
right next to
backyard,
the shit in the pool.
Past the trash cans, down the side of the house to the backyard. There's a pool and a hot tub and a shed. So I tell him to go to the shed, and then I just stab the
so
fucker.
the hot tub and the pool are level with each other. The hot tub's
Yeah.
not like a. And
And then he falls to the
standalone.
ground, and before he could bleed on the ground, I kick his ass in the hot tub, and he just floats there. And I throw the pool cover, the hot tub cover,
I mean,
and then he's floating.
this is. I want to see this
That's
scene.
I want
Fred.
that
to see
scene one
this
day.
scene.
I want to do that.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I want to see.
One day.
I want to see this scene. Actually, I'm
That'd be a good
curious to
scene.
know how this pool setup is fucking
Oh
where
my
it is.
God.
Yeah, right.
Well, movie
That'd be good.
magic, I can make some fucking shit happen.
I know you could just Photoshop a shed in there anyway.
Oh my god, dude. You're hilarious, bro.
I'm serious though.
You are
That's a good
fucking
scene
hilarious.
to kill him in.
You have I would love to crawl into your mind and just see how shit forms up there.
It made sense
Fucking
now that I
erratic.
explained it.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I mean,
I don't want him to bleed on the fucking pavement because I don't want
I
to
mean,
clean
if
it
you,
up.
if you stab somebody, you gotta
In the back.
In the back. I mean, you're gonna bleed instantly. So you gotta kick. You gotta stab him and kick right away.
Yeah, I stab him and he starts to fall to the ground and I shove his ass in the
Oh,
fucking
or
hot tub.
shove, whatever.
And then he's just floating there and you see the blood go. And then I throw the pool cover on or the hot tub cover.
there's
and then
you
then I go
dragged
to
the
work,
hot tub cover
and then
on now.
start smiling.
And then you start smiling. You were smiling the whole time. Do you know how to frown?
I don't know how.
Did you show Domingo's face in the death scene?
Yeah.
And you're gonna show it again?
We could have him
And you're
grow
gonna
a
show
beard.
it again with
We can have him grow a beard.
We could get a fake beard.
We'll get him one of those glasses
No,
with the
like
mustache.
like a goatee thing, and then glasses. Yeah, I'll do that.
God.
I mean that's definitely a good use of
Hey, Matt.
reusing actors.
I'll.
You're like, wasn't that guy?
No, wait.
We're like, didn't that guy get killed in a restaurant?
Yeah, that's the whole point.
That is
So
kind of
be
funny,
like-
though.
He's in every movie, but he gets killed in every movie.
Oh, I mean, okay,
Different
so it's
character.
like one of those kind of things.
But,
Yeah,
but
it's
he's
for
only
fun.
he's only
Yeah,
been in one of four. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
right. You'd
He's
want
gonna be in two
want
of four.
some sort of like
We have to actually
throughout the
we have
whole
to, we have
thing.
to get him in this one. Actually,
No, we don't.
why?
Because
We don't have him in this one.
So what?
It's
To
only a
start the-
thing.
Do you know how
start
many
the trend.
fucking
But
characters we have
you
in
can't
this
start
shit?
you can't start a trend 3 fucking movies in. You start the shit and you trend in movie 1
Okay,
and work your way through.
I'll
But now
do a
he's just gonna.
director's cut extended.
But now
for
it's-
one and two.
So now
Director's cut extended on a
just gonna go-
30-minute film.
and you're just
Now
gonna
it's
go.
31 minutes.
You're just gonna go film some random fucking death scene with Domingo and throw it in the first movie.
Yeah,
Oh, Jesus
And the
fucking
second.
Christ.
there you go.
Right, and the second one, just random fucking scenes that were never there, and then all of a
Matt,
sudden,
you're a fucking crazy person.
Why not?
Why not?
We can try it. Let's try it.
No.
Why? It's like when I said let's make a movie.
No, the first and the second and the third are done. We're done with those.
I know.
Why would we add more shit to
and
those?
why 3 years later you're gonna put another scene in? That doesn't even make any sense.
Because now we have the whole saga.
Matt,
It's fine.
you're a crazy person.
That would be really fucking weird. You're like, I watched this 15 times and I don't remember that death scene.
He'll be like that guy
look
from.
look at the bright side. I'm the one that's in control of all of that,
Yeah.
so that's not gonna
That's,
happen. Okay,
that's good.
Because the other thing that we do that maybe you're aware of or not aware of is we also write the book. So we've got the books that come out with the movies. So I
You
put them out in
write
print.
books for these?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
So
on
they're all out
Amazon.
in print. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Amazon, Barnes and Noble, all the bookstores.
Okay,
Yeah,
and it's
so
just
you
a
could
summary. It's just a summary of the
Thrift
movie.
books.
Well, I mean, they're 80
eBay.
pages, 90 pages, whatever. It's the story, and it gets a little bit
Oh,
more
okay.
in depth. But,
Oh,
all
shit.
of a
I did not
sudden.
know you guys wrote stories for
Yeah,
these.
yeah. So,
Or wrote books. I
We
mean. I
tried
know you-
creating a cartoon also. But
Yeah, we tried to
wasn't-
do a cartoon, but the
technology's
not there yet. Yeah. No, but if we do it, if we were to add a scene to a movie from 4 years ago, because it was just be hilarious,
No, that'd be fucking out of control. Like
that would just be the dumbest
Yeah.
shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, you can't just be fucking doing that shit.
They do that shit. They did that on Titanic.
What?
They
did.
No, they didn't. They
They
changed
added
No,
extra
that's
scenes to
when-
Matrix 20 years later.
20 years, not 4 years on a 30-minute film.
In
That's
16
also
years,
the-
I'll
That
add
was
it.
also like some, didn't they? But they didn't they like? It was like a
Upscale
special release or something. right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, let's do a
But for
director's
like-
cut.
for
Let's
like-
make
Let's
it.
do a director's
But they're
cut.
not. But there was all kinds of shit. There was like hours worth, right? Yours is fucking 2 minutes of a death scene.
Yeah.
Some random fucking death scene. One by a pool, one by who the fuck knows a garden, and a
Who says I
fucking
can't?
fucking whatever else.
You're not doing it. I'm doing it. You're gonna so talk about fucking pure disrespect that we put the fucking movie out and then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna go shoot a new scene by myself and I'm just gonna add it
But
to a
there's not
random
even-
movie that we already released.
Right, and isn't there even in the first movie? Isn't there like there's no
Well, you're the
killers
one
in
that's
that? There's no
complaining
killers
about-
in that movie, is there?
No.
Not that I can remember.
No.
So the fucking dude's gonna die, and there's no killers.
I mean, there's a
The
kidnapping
trend-
scene that
the
doesn't have
trend-
Right, there's a kidnapping scene, but
Then
there's
we
there's
could
no
leave-
fucking murders.
We could kidnap Domingo.
Bro, why are we talking about all of this?
I don't know. Let's talk about
We've
something
just
else.
spent 20 minutes talking about pure bullshit.
Yeah. Fascination with murdering Domingo.
Yeah.
No, it's
Or
just the
kidnapping.
trend.
It's
Oh,
not
that's
a
the trend.
trend.
I mean,
It's happened
I
once.
don't think that's a trend that he wants.
Oh, he doesn't mind.
I know. He just.
He
Oh,
wants
no,
to.
he doesn't mind. No,
wants
he's
to.
actually asked us.
He's down.
Oh, he wants to die again.
We
Oh,
already
yeah,
told
no,
him.
we already talked to him, and he's like, oh, that sounds cool.
That's why I'm saying we should shoot the scene. We'll worry about it later. Don't worry about it now.
Okay, why don't we shoot? You want to do the pool scene? Where are you going to do it? At the new house? Is that where we're gonna shoot that?
Yeah.
There's a pool there, right? At the new house. Okay, so we'll
What
kill
new
the
house? You got a new house?
mom and dad's old house.
I'm moving my mom and dad's old.
You're moving into your parents' old house?
Yeah.
Did
I
they?
thought you knew this.
They bought a new one.
Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, didn't
near
they live in
Alfano.
Gold River?
Yeah.
And they still had the house, or the old house. Oh wait, that's the house.
The
you're
one
talking
with the
about.
pool.
The Gold River pool. Oh, you're moving into
Yeah.
their Gold River house.
Yeah.
Fucking don't ignore me. I'm thinking way many hella years back. Fucking.
Well,
stupid.
no,
Not
this is
that
the
one.
house that his. You already lived in that house once, didn't you?
No,
Oh no, this is a different one.
it's a different one.
Okay. Because there was another situation that happened a long time ago in another house.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. We don't need to talk about that. Okay. Cool. All right. Audience is like,
Yeah.
what happened?
Yeah, no, we don't even know what happened.
We don't want to know. Anyway, but there's a pool there, right?
Yeah.
Do they have a hot tub?
There's no hot tub.
But okay, we can push Domingo
There's
in
a
the
pond.
pool. But we can push Domingo in the
Yeah.
pool,
Yeah.
right? And he could float in the pool.
Yeah.
We'll do that in the next movie. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
All right.
Okay. But it doesn't need to be a trend. We'll just
No,
do that
what's
in the
cool
next movie.
is there's an automatic pool cover, so I could.
Oh, so you want to
Actually-
drown him?
Well, hold on a minute. No.
He'd already
No.
be dead. We're not,
Not
gonna leave
in
him
real
in there.
life.
I know. It's
We won't leave him
It
under
just
that
sounds hella
thing.
funny. It sounds
We
hella
can
funny.
pull him
But what's
out.
actually really
He's
cool.
not really dead, but he's gonna float in the pool, and then we're gonna put the pool cover over him, and then he's really gonna drown.
No, hold on a minute.
No,
What's-
you pull him out. Before,
what's actually
Obviously,
really
editing.
it's a fucking
Yeah,
joke.
yeah.
It's a movie. But what's really cool about that, if we do the Vernici movie, which is the prequel,
Yeah.
we can kill Domingo's dad, and that's how Domingo's dad died.
It's a pool guy. He was my first kill. That was my first kill
No,
when I turned psycho.
No, but you're not going to be in the prequel, bro.
Yeah.
No, you're not 27, dude. We've got to find somebody that looks like you that's young. I mean, at the very end, when we get into modern day time, yes. But if we do the Vernici film in the Prohibition era, you weren't fucking alive, bro.
Oh, the Prohibition? That's hello.
Have you not heard this? We've had this conversation twice today.
Yeah.
The first part of the movie.
We were
Prohibition?
just talking about 5
Matt.
before that.
Just fucking move on. This is going
Mercury
fucking
in
nowhere.
retrograde.
Fucking Mercedes and Gatorade.
Do you know about Mercury in retrograde?
Mercedes and Gatorade.
I don't even know what's happening right now.
No, Mercury in retrograde.
I don't know what that
It
is.
happens 3 to 4 times a year, where it screws
Mercury.
up communication,
Okay.
like all forms, computers, text messages, emails. If you sign stuff, travel.
Oh my god! People that are watching this and have never seen any of our movies, they're going, "These people are absolutely fucking crazy." Like, yup. It takes a special kind to make movies, guys.
It does. Creative.
Well, here's why I like doing this, honestly. Here's why I like doing it. Because our world is so screwed up, so sad, so it's full of bad news, it's full of just horrible things. And life is really, really difficult. Just navigating through life, trying to figure out what to do and how to survive and how not to die and the whole thing. That we've created this fantasy land. We've created, we love mafia culture, right? So in a sense, we became the mafia. We can create this beautiful story in our mind, and then we can tell that story to the world. And for me, that's what it is it allows me to see the world from a completely different scope. I can see it through my universe of High Rise, through the Vernici and Bullieri cartel, and I can live my life through that in a sense. That's my inspiration.
Yeah. Do you like being an actor?
I fucking love being an actor.
Okay, let me ask you this: where did you start? Because you've done films and plays and all that stuff, right?
I've only done plays. I've never done film. I've never done films.
Where did
I've
it
only
start
done
for you?
plays. College. I studied acting at Sac State and graduated with a BS in in computer science. Or not in computer science. I have an AS in computer science. I have a BS in theater arts. So
you love it.
yeah, it's hella fun, dude. I don't even know. I mean,
How many plays have you done?
I don't even know off the top of my head.
Like a lot.
Yeah, a lot. I mean,
He's good.
Well, no, he's great. I mean, look at him on camera. He's fucking wonderful.
I mean, at least I would say at least 15 or 20.
Okay, so seeing what we're doing, okay, from a director's perspective, right? Like you know, we're directing and producing a film, right? So you're watching how we're doing and how we're creating the story and how we're putting the story out there. Like, what are your thoughts on how we're doing this? Because you've seen it from a professional perspective. We're just a couple of amateurs with an iPhone. Like, people don't believe that we're even filming with an iPhone.
Which, by the way, is fucking impressive.
Yeah.
Watching the shit that you put together on an iPhone, dude, I gotta give you hella props for that. I'm like, I don't even know how fucking phones can do this, or how phones in general just can do shit like that. Like, cause
it really is an art, though. It totally is an art.
No, you can't just fucking be any schmuck and do it.
Yeah.
Like
you have to have the
you are a good editor, that's for sure. And just watching the scene that we filmed the other day, and you put it together like already, or you put it together like that day or a couple days or something like that. Yeah. And I'm like. And then watching it completed, like, we're watching some of the scenes that you recorded that day, and you go, all right, that looks cool. But like when you I guess I don't know if you
add the music,
you go to your
sound
studio,
effects.
Yeah, you go to your studio or whatever, and you do your thing. But then after the fact, you're like, when you put it all together.
What's actually funny is I do a lot of my editing in the bathtub.
Oh, okay, well,
I sit in the bathtub.
There you go. There you go. Well, then,
that's your studio.
But I mean, okay, well, wherever you edit it, I mean, it looks good. I mean, because when
the audience wants to know, you know.
Yep. When I saw it for the first time, I was like, damn. I mean, obviously I saw your other movies too, and so I know you're a good editor. And but the way you put this together too is pretty cool. So
no, this one's going to be really, really interesting. Now we're adding the CGI.
But like that's
we're
what
getting
I mean.
Some really fucking awesome props
it's like,
now.
When you it's like you just have to have like the talent.
Yeah.
You have editing talent.
Yeah,
I can't fucking edit
well,
shit.
see, but that again, but you know, the funny thing is where my limitation is. Matt picks right up. You know, Matt's the technical guy. So you know, I sit there and I'm struggling with something, and then Matt will go, "Well, why don't you try this program, or why don't you try this, or why don't we look at it this way, or why don't we do this, or why don't we do that?" And I go, "Well, shit, I didn't even know that existed." And then. You know, like when we started using vocal remover, you know, we weren't miking anything for the first 3 movies. We used the mic on the phone because, well, the mics kind of sucked until like 2 years ago. You know, all the wireless mics were kind of janky. They just sounded like shit. But, you know, so what we would use vocal remover, and we'd remove all the background noise and then just smooth everything out and cover up any imperfections with music. And then, you know, it sounded good. You know?
Oh, I got it. I just remember. It's a BA in theater arts, a bachelor's of arts, not a BS, bachelor's.
I was wondering, I was going bachelor's of science in theater arts.
I gotta correct myself.
I have to correct myself because my
mind caught it, but I wasn't. I
you
was
should
like,
have said something because I wasn't fucking. My brain was this whole time. I'm like, wait a minute, this doesn't fucking sound right. This is wrong. Something's wrong.
I'm like bachelor of science in theater arts. I'm like, that doesn't even make sense.
It's a BA. It's a bachelor of arts in theater arts. Because I was like, wait a minute.
So where we want to take this thing, where I want to take this thing is, you know, we're on the 4th film, the 5th film. You know, Matt had this idea, and you know, it's so funny because I shot him down right away. I was like, no, that's not happening. And then I thought about it, and I went, actually, that's a pretty good idea. Another one of those moments. Matt's like, I want to become the mob boss. And I'm like, how in the fuck is that even possible? How would you become the mob boss?
It's a fucking movie.
Because we can do whatever we want. And so we were thinking about it, and we were like, well, Matteo's got the bomb. He just killed off most of Bullieri. Half of Vernici is gone at the end of this movie. Fear's dead. So going into the next movie, you got the FBI taking down Matteo, but then Matteo, I don't want to get too many into too many details, but Matteo is then working with the FBI to take down Bullieri, and then with a turn of events, Matteo ends up becoming mob boss. And I'm like, holy shit, that actually does work. And then it ties into the first film, which then you made you made a mistake in filming the bridge scene. And he said Valentino instead of Angelino. And the reason being is that we were still trying to figure out what we wanted his name to be. And we had part of the scene
okay.
saying Angelino and the other part of the scene saying Valentino. So I'm like, well, fuck, which one is it?
You couldn't remember the name of the fucking
Angelina
character?
Valentino.
No, it wasn't that. It was because we named.
You named the character Angelino Valentino?
Well, hold on.
I said Valentino. And
I
then
wanted
he
it to be
talked
Valentino because Valentina is the sister, Valentino's the brother. The daughter, or the son of Jessica Claveria is his middle name is Valentino. That's why we named her Valentina, is to name after her son in real life. It's a tribute to her actual offspring in real life. But his first name is Angelino, and she was saying in an Italian family there would never be a Valentino and a Valentina. And that's why Angelino Valentino, which is her son, Jessica Claveria's son in real life, it was just, we were trying to figure it out. It was still early on. It was one of the first scenes. The story wasn't really written yet. And, and there was this, like, error.
Well, we wanted Valentino.
I absolutely wanted Valentino.
A real Italian that says you'd never name it.
That was Jessica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, then we gave lines to Vito.
That's
Joey.
right. Yeah.
Joey G, and he already recorded his lines, so we can't change it. And he says Angelino.
He says
He says Angelino. And that's why we couldn't change it.
Yeah. So when we did the scene, he says Valentino. So then
we agreed on changing
yeah.
it.
So then what we ended up doing is we went and shot a new scene of him talking to Boss and goes, "Hey man, I fucked up. I called him Angelino." Or Valentino, like when we were kids. So that opened up this whole new thing that, oh shit, maybe the head of Bollieri and Matteo used to know each other when they were kids. It's really kind of cool.
Before I was part of any of the families.
Before he was a part of any of the family, right?
Yeah.
So it's really neat now that we now have this piece that we can then go and use in this early film. So we've got to go and find a kid that looks like you, and then go find another kid that looks like him, and have the two kids on the schoolyard playing.
Yeah.
And then it's just really, and that's what's really cool about this whole thing is we can create and put all this stuff together. That's the thing that's really neat about movies, in my opinion. You're creating this universe. When you watch the end of it, you don't realize all the chaos that happens behind the scenes.
And when you can film like you can just film shit whenever you film it, and just put it together. And you have the specific orders, but you don't have to film in the specific order. So shit comes up, or you get a location,
or we get
that.
The money truck.
Added the money truck
I was
in the last month.
Yeah, I was on Facebook. This guy all of a sudden pops up on my feed. This guy's selling a money truck. It's like $3,500.
And he sends me the ad, and I'm like, dude.
I was like, yeah.
Let's just ask him if we could use the
I was like, it's a money truck. That'd be perfect for a scene. So I call the guy. And the guy
goes, use your money truck? Oh, I mean your armor truck.
Yeah, well, no, but I call the guy, and the guy goes, I have some bad news. Some kids decided to come out on my property and use it for target practice. So now there's bullet holes on them.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
And I'm like, where the fuck am I going to find a money truck with bullet holes on it? Like, that's probably the only one in the country, right? So now we have to use it. So now it's like, well, fuck, now we have to write a whole new scene. So now the whole entire storyline just changed. So how do we fit it?
Change the whole thing.
So we're
this
like
whole 180.
Yeah. So okay, where are we going to put this? How are we going to do it? And then we found, once we put the story together, and we were like, how do we fit it? We went, holy shit, it works even better now. The story's even better than it was.
And you said, like you just mentioned, that you just had to change it because of the bullet holes. Yeah, but and the thing is, and you just fucking had to do that like 2 days earlier when we filmed on Friday.
And the dude didn't show up.
Because the guy didn't show up, so you fucking. That's another thing. You made an entirely different scene.
Yeah.
On the fly.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
But at the same time, it has to flow with the story. So, you're throwing ideas back and forth, and you're like, fuck, how do we make this work?
Well, you were going over it for, a good 20 minutes trying to say, what the fuck, what's going to fit, what makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's when I said, I'm in it now, and then I put on a hat.
That wasn't supposed to be in the scene.
Right. And when you were telling me,
and then I'm like, you're chasing us.
When you were telling me the original concept, you still were able to fit some of that original concept in the new scene.
And it totally worked.
It worked
totally
great.
worked.
It totally worked excellent.
For sure.
It's one of the best scenes.
I gotta say, I'm kind of happy because I wouldn't have had all that shit.
But that goes back to the whole bowling scene in the third movie. Was it adds some comedy relief? It brings the softness of the film. So right in the middle of the film now, we've got this moment of now you're laughing and you're in this completely different mindset. What I actually love about that scene is you're like, I'm coming after you, Mateo. I don't give a shit. I want you. Yeah, I'm gonna get Fear Man. I'm gonna fuck him up. And then there's this moment where you think about it and you're like, well, he's kind of a big guy. I'm gonna have to kick him in the balls.
And then you kick a guy in the balls, he's going down.
And then he jumps out of the car and he runs, and then you're like, fuck it, I can't even keep up with this motherfucker.
Man, that was.
It was great. It's really a fun scene for a movie that we're killing everybody in.
Yeah.
It was. It was
great.
It was kind of funny. I don't know. I was just, you just sit there and that just
you hit your stride.
Yeah, like I was just saying a bunch of shit when we were driving.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It just fucking.
You put on the jacket. You put on the jacket. And none of that. Woke up.
Yeah. Right, but none of that was planned. Nothing I said was planned.
None of
the
this
whole
movie
thing wasn't planned.
None of these movies have been planned.
Wait,
no.
You pissing on yourself to Fear pissing on himself.
Right.
And then
none of this has been planned from the beginning. When we shot the first movie, we hired real actors. We flew to the East Coast.
I know,
we spent money, and when I get there, nobody had any lines. We've built everything off of just the shit they came up with off the top of their head. And we all sat there in this hotel room for 3 days, and we just shot scenes. And we were like, okay, so he shot this. This is where the story went. And none of these guys had ever done a movie like this. And these are all real actors that have been in real movies with real people. Big television shows. Charles D. Clarke was in House of Cards. Big stuff. And I'm having him completely ad-lib. And now looking at this thing 4 years later, we're taking all of, I can't say their ideas because, they're my ideas. But, the stuff that they came off with off the top of their head, we're now able to use that dialogue to help form and shape this story here. If something were to happen where one of our actors was killed, in real life, of course we don't want anybody to die, but life is going to happen to all of us. If something happens to me or something happens to him or something happens to you, we have to write you out of that story. We have to do it quickly, and at the same time we want the story to fit and to flow. How are we going to do that? Well, the scene that we shot for you, we might actually have to put that at the end of this movie now, and that's, or even in the next film, or we'll just do like Matt, we'll just put it in the movie that we shot 4 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm just joking. It's only because you guys said it wasn't in the first one. You can start a trend in the third film.
But okay, so I do want to wrap up. Okay, I do want to wrap up. Okay. But before we wrap up, I want to see you frown. What does a frown look like?
Yeah, bro, you're way too happy for a fucking murderer. That shit. Well, I guess some murderers are crazy. But...
Did you see that? Here, do it again. He looks like he's constipated.
I can't. It's like.
Dude, I watch these fucking scenes that you're in, and I'm like, this motherfucker's way too happy.
Hold on a minute. Actually, so in the first, hold on a minute. In the first movie, I had a really hard time because I wanted him to be mean.
Oh, no chance.
I couldn't get him to be mean.
That's why I couldn't be in the. At the table.
That's why we couldn't have him at the table, and that's why we had him just sweeping the floor. And then I saw this. It was a documentary about this serial killer guy that would chop people's hands and their head off, and he was being interrogated by the cops, and he had a smile on his face. And I went, holy shit, he is actually happy.
Like,
he's not an angry person. He's a psycho.
That's me.
And then I went, oh my God, that actually works. We don't want an angry person. We want a happy person. The cop is asking the guy, okay, so what'd you do now? Well, I grabbed a fork and then, I dug it into his chest and I ripped his heart out. And I'm looking at it. I'm like, wow, this is crazy, man. And then I grabbed my knife and I chopped his head off, and I knew that his hands had fingerprints. So and I grabbed this thing and I sawed his hands off. And I'm listening to this and I'm watching how disturbed this guy is. And I'm going, this guy has a fucking smile on his face. So that's when we were like, you know what? Mateo's going to start killing people because he's always smiling. It's authentic.
And then we did it.
These people are not angry when they're killing. These people are having fun.
Yeah. That's why I was
Kinda
happy
crazy.
after I killed Domingo.
Some are.
Think of how happy I'd be if I get to kill him in every movie. I'm just kidding.
Now it's just
I'll leave that
obsession.
alone. That's all I gotta say.
That was a little
That's all I gotta
creepy,
say.
dude. That was just
I mean,
a little creepy.
He's
It's
really eager.
Mateo's
He's really
character.
eager to kill Domingo.
It's Mateo's character.
But what's funny though, I'm going to wrap with this. What is funny about this whole thing is this: Mateo starts off as this like unassuming, just a guy sweeping the floor in the restaurant, sit wherever you like, and then he gets a little bit more angry or a little bit more disturbing in the second film, a little bit more disturbing in the third film, fourth film he's blowing people up, and then the fifth film, I mean, he's going to be just an absolute monster, you know. And it's funny because, you know, when you look at the whole series, High Rise, we had no idea what this meant. We just, you know, the first movie
That was just
about
the name.
Well,
It was
no,
like-
the first movie was about cocaine. We thought it was going to be one movie, right?
Yeah.
High for the cocaine, rise because it's the rise to fame, or rise, you know, making money off of this drug deal. We had no idea what we were going to do. And then when you look at the end of this thing, at the end of the fifth film, which is the end of the High Rise series, you have your High Rise. It's super crazy to me to think that, you know, we've created this after all these years.
It's impressive. Like, to just come up with...
Yeah.
It's
you
chaotic.
You came up with an idea and you fucking did it. and
It's just chaotic.
Well, it keeps evolving.
It's
And it
pretty
keeps
cool.
evolving, yeah. And people come to us with ideas. You'll throw an idea and we'll go, oh, fuck, we love that. And then I write it in my computer and then, you know, we just keep
create a
going.
scene.
Yeah. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much for listening and watching all of our chaos. This is literally how we are. Watch the movies. You can see them on IMDb or YouTube or anywhere else that they're at. If people are pirating them, maybe someday we'll have them on Netflix. Who knows? But no, watch the films. Say hi. You can always leave comments. Make sure to like and subscribe and the whole bit. And if you guys are readers, you can always buy the book. And then, of course, if you like the music in the film, I write most of the music in all of the films and shows, and you can find all of that on Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, Google Play, and so forth. Thank you so much.